Ernest Cole, born in a township in South Africa's Transvaal in 1940, grew up during the era of apartheid. This was a system of racial segregation and discrimination that was enforced in South Africa from 1948 to 1994, a dark time in history that should never be repeated. Ernest was a photographer and photojournalist who documented the lives of Black South Africans under apartheid. He was one of the first photographers to do so, and his work is incredibly powerful and moving. He started out shooting for local magazines and newspapers, but soon he wanted to do more. He wanted to expose the world to the harsh realities of apartheid, sometimes risking his life to expose the grim reality of racial segregation. In 1966, Cole was arrested by the South African police. He sought to leave South Africa, reclassifying himself from black to colored in order to fool the authorities, and took his apartheid project pictures with him. He flew to Europe and then to New York, where in 1967 he published a book called House of Bondage. It was a powerful photographic exposé, documenting the brutal realities of apartheid in South Africa. It revealed how Black South Africans were systematically oppressed, dehumanized, and segregated under apartheid laws. It featured stark, often clandestine photographs that covered everyday life under apartheid, from forced removals and passbook laws to humiliating labor conditions and police brutality. The book was a huge success. It won the World Press Photo of the Year award in 1967 and helped to raise awareness of the plight of Black South Africans all over the world. The book was also controversial because at the time, photography was not a highly respected medium. It was seen as a hobby or a pastime, not as a way of making a living or as a form of art. But Ernest Cole's photographs were so powerful and moving that they changed people's minds. They showed the world that photography could be more than just a pretty picture. It could be a way of giving voice to the voiceless and holding up a mirror to society's ills. Unfortunately, the South African government didn't like Cole's work. They saw the book as a threat to the stability of the country and banned it. Cole would never return to South Africa again. He lived the last 23 years of his life in a difficult exile, moving between Sweden and the United States. After 1975, he frequently faced poverty, sometimes living on the streets and in the subways of New York City. Cole died of cancer in 1990 at the age of 49, just 1 week after Nelson Mandela was released from prison. By confronting institutionalized segregation and honoring the strength of the human spirit, Cole defied the status quo. His work still powerfully resonates today, addressing ongoing issues of poverty and racial injustice both in the United States and around the world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more Black inspiration stories.